What's up everyone? We are back with another review video, and today we got a fun one for you guys. We're reviewing the Aventon Abound SR. This is a compact cargo bike from Aventon, part of their Abound cargo bike series. Really fun bike, really great features. Let's go over what we got here. Looking at the tires, you can see it uses smaller tires. These are 20 by 3 tires. So that's a look at the front tire. Here's a look at the rear tire. It's got front and rear hydraulic disc brakes. Rear disc brakes over here. The battery is a 36 volt, 20 amp hour battery. It actually goes into the frame here, and I'll show you how it comes out too, because one unique thing with this bike is it has no keys for it, like other bikes you might have seen. This one, the battery is unlocked via the display. 750 watt rear hub motor. This one uses a torque sensor, which is what all Aventons use now, so no more cadence sensors. You'll notice looking at it, there's some accessories to it as well. I have the front cargo rack, which this is a very nice big basket, plenty of space, nice solid bottom as well. The big thing I like is this rear rack here. I got the little handlebar and cushion, as well as these foot pegs, so that passenger can sit on the back. This is very useful. I had my son riding on the back. I have also ridden on the back of this as well. It can definitely hold a smaller adult. You wouldn't want to be like too huge on it, but not difficult to ride at all with a passenger on the back. Very useful to have this type of thing. And it's a pretty comfortable seat too. And having those foot pegs is nice because it gives your passenger some space to put their feet somewhere. Use a suspension seat post. So it gives you a little bit of give when you ride on it, which helps improve the comfort factor. It does have front suspension as well, again, to help smooth out some bumps. Looking at the handlebars here, it uses BMX style handlebar, which is very comfortable to ride. It has hydraulic brakes, front and rear, a throttle on the left side here, a Shimano shifters, goes 8 speeds, Aventon grips, which are very comfortable. The display is very nice. It's got your pedal assist, so it goes from off to turbo, tells you your speed, gives you your battery percentage, has a light as well, and it has turn signals. I don't always use the turn signals, but it is nice to have it when you're riding a bike, especially riding a bike with people or with kids or whatever. It's always good to be able to communicate what you're doing with people around you. This bike doesn't come with a bell, so I did add this spur cycle bell on it, which fits perfectly right here, so that was nice. The stem is adjustable. This is a quill stem, so you can just use a tool here and you just can change the height of it. I've just left it where it came, but very adjustable for where you want it to be. This bike is pretty small overall, but it does say it fits from up to like 6'3" or something, so it will work for most people. You can just adjust the height of the seat and the handlebars. Looking at the light here, you can see you just turn it on here, and so if you hold this, it turns the light on, and then you can see front light right here. Might be a little hard to see because it's bright out right now, but it works very well. Here is the rear light. It doesn't blink like that. That's just the way the camera is working right now, but bright, easy to see. And then the nice thing is the turn signal. So you can hit the button on the display. There's the left turn signal, and there's the right turn signal. Really useful. I don't know how often cars really look at this. Aventon's added these turn signals to all their bikes, well, all their newer bikes anyway. So very useful to have that. And you know, if you remember it, you hit that turn signal. Seat is a Cell Royal seat. It's cushiony, it's good. It's got a little handle on the back as well to help you lift the bike up, so very helpful. So with the bike here, you're gonna wanna connect it to the Aventon app. It connects to the app via Bluetooth, and it'll do like updates and stuff via the app as well to the firmware and stuff. And the big reason you want it is you can lock the bike using the app, as well as do geofencing and stuff. So it has a whole bunch of security features that will help you when you're riding this bike, so you can know if the bike's being moved. And locking out the bike especially, very useful, because when you are a delivery guy like I am, you often want to run in and out, and it's like a pain if you have to like lock the bike. But if you're just going to be in and out, you can lock it with the app. The bike won't be able to move, and you can go in, pick up the orders, come right back out. With the battery, as I said, no key on it, so to get it to open, you can either take it out using the Aventon app, or you can also use the display here it'll just, you push the button here and you can hear beep and then it comes right out. Well, Aventon's using a different battery here than the ones for like some of their other bikes, which is a little bit of a bummer because I have other Aventon bikes and it would have been nice if I could swap them out and have like more battery, but I get it. This is a new bike, so they went with a new battery here, and it's a very good battery. And so yeah, that is a general look at the Aventon Abound SR compact cargo bike. Really fun bike to ride. We're gonna take it out, do some deliveries with it, and see how it handles. All right, and we are off on the Aventon Abound SR, delivering here in North Loop. We got 2 deliveries to start us off, double order from DoorDash, paying very little. It's from the Crispin Green right here, but we got to get the day started, so let's go get this delivered then and see how the bike performs. Yeah, I got for Pastor and for Matt. Pastor and Matt.
It's being made at the moment.
Oh, they're being made right now? Oh, okay. Wow, that was way behind. I was like literally 10 minutes late from pickup time, so good thing I waited a little bit, otherwise I'd be waiting even longer. Well, while we're waiting, I'm going to lock the bike using the Aventon app. Now, the sweet thing about this bike is you can click this lock button and it locks the rear wheel. Oh, you know what it is? So when it's locked, it must lock the kickstand or something, because you can't push this kickstand forward. So that must be how it locks it. I'll have to look again to see how it locks, but whatever it is, it's locked right now.
Madison.
I got Pastor and Matt.
Pastor and Matt.
Okay, well, we're still waiting, so let me tinker around with this a little more. Okay, so let me see this. So it's unlocked. I can then move this down. Let me see what happens when I lock it with the kickstand up. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, okay, I see what it does. It locks the kickstand into place when locked. Wait, let me see now. Ah, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So when you lock the bike remotely, it locks the kickstand, which is actually pretty useful because when the kickstand's up, you're not able to take it anywhere. So that's pretty cool and pretty useful to be able to lock the kickstand like that and just leave it sitting there for a bit.
Pastor?
I'm Pastor, yeah.
Okay.
Pastor and Matt. The other one's Matt.
Pastor and Matt?
Matt, yep. Great, cool, thanks. All right, we got that one. It wasn't a great one. We had to wait a bit, but we got it. Let's get this going here. First order is going right down the street here. Elevator's in the back of the building once you enter. Okay, ugh. We're gonna bring the bike in for safety purposes, but we'll lock it. So being able to lock the bike like this, very useful as a delivery person, obviously. Like, could you potentially just break the kickstand and move it? Probably, but at least you won't be able to bike off with it that easily. Now let's see, what did they say? Elevator's in the back of the building. All right.
Thank you.
Yep, have a good one. Okay, not the most fun delivery that one was. And I'm getting paid so little for these orders. So I had to wait at the Crispin Green for a while, plus trouble getting in on here. Now I got another delivery, we'll see if they make me bring it up. That's why I usually don't deliver downtown in North Loop area. It's just not as convenient as delivering around the university where I can really, you know, get around quicker and not have to worry about this type of stuff. But the good thing is the bike remains secure. Okay. So yeah, the nice thing is when the bike is locked, it also locks out the battery and motor so that you can't pedal it. I mean, you can manually pedal it, but you can't ride it with the assist. But yeah, so far my first impressions as a delivery bike, this bike works out real well. The feature there of being able to lock that bike up with the app really helps you out. If you just need to get in and out quickly, you could just leave your bike for a second. So having that is very helpful. And I think we're going to here somewhere. Businesses, put addresses on your thing. There it is right there. It's so small I can't even see it. How would I even know it's there? Okay, got that order delivered. And we just got a Grubhub order. It's only paying $5.90 or something. But sticking around North Loop neighborhood. It's from Crispin Green again, so I'm gonna bet like 100% chance they're not even remotely close to ready. But let's just head over there and we'll see. Yeah, so one thing that's nice about these bikes is all the Aventon bikes now use this torque sensor. They got rid of cadence sensor. And the torque sensor makes for a much more natural feeling ride because you're just getting additional power as you pedal. It matches your, like the pressure you put when you're pedaling. Whereas the cadence sensor, it just kind of turns the motor every time you turn the pedals. It's more efficient doing it this way. You're gonna use a little more of your power, a little less of the battery power, and it just feels more like riding a regular bike, just like with a little more superhuman strength. For some people, it depends on who you are. Some people don't like it this way. Most of the more high-end bikes use torque sensor like this one, so I like it, but for sure, it's always worth, if you can, to try out both to make sure that you understand the differences. Good thing is it does have a throttle also. All right, yeah, but see, you got throttle, so you just go up the hill if you have to. And here we are back at Crispin Green. We also just got a delivery request for Sweet Green, which is right around the corner here, paying well, so we're also gonna grab both of those. Actually, in fact, there's a good chance this one's not even ready yet, so it's not, we're gonna come back for it. Hey, I got for Mitchell. Mitchell S. All right, thank you so much. Hey, that is perfect, that was quick. And this order's paying well too. We're also gonna go grab the Sweet Green order, which is also paying really well. And from the looks of it, it's only going like a block. Okay, Sweet Green right over here. Let's get this one delivered. Got for Aaron.
For Aaron?
Aaron S. All right, sounds good. All right, wonderful, thank you so much. All right, that was perfect. They were ready for me. And this one's only going a block. Yeah, it's only going right up here. So here we go. This one needs to go up to the 3rd floor. And we'll lock it out inside here. All right, sweet. Yeah, locking out the bike really works out. But yeah, with the way that bike works, I mean, it might be the perfect delivery bike. You got like cargo space, it can lock itself, you can put the geo-fencing and all that stuff. Hi, I've got delivery for Aaron. It's right here. Okay, thanks. All right, and we're back. Bike is safely there still. Yeah, so the only thing is it takes a little while sometimes for the Bluetooth to like kick in because that's how it connects to the bike. Not a huge deal, but something to know. Okay, next order, we're going to drop off this Grubhub order. Let's take, I guess we'll just take second. Yeah, so this bike here is part of the Aventon Abound group, which is like their cargo bikes. And I did have the original Aventon Abound, which I had bought on my own. And ultimately I ended up selling that bike because I wasn't really happy with it. It had a lot of wheel wobble and some other issues that just didn't do it for me. This bike though, feels well built. Mind you, it's not as long. Obviously it's a compact cargo bike, but I can ride it no-handed. It feels sturdy, it feels well designed. I'm really happy with the updates they made on this bike. The compact cargo bike market is kind of an interesting one. I think it's a really useful market because being able to carry like some cargo and a passenger is just so useful. And you know, I rode this on the back as a passenger not so long ago and really enjoyed myself. I thought it was very sturdy. Total weight on this bike, I think they said something like 440 pounds, and nothing, you know, suggests to me that I can't hold that. Yeah, and then, you know, I unlocked the bike too, so it has a higher max speed. So I'm right now in the turn lane. I've got the blinkers going. But yeah, really well built bike. You know, one thing that is helpful with the torque sensor is you probably should shift gears, because I don't do a lot of gear shifting when I'm using kind of my other bikes that are like cadence sensor, pretty beefy motors. I just kind of stay on the highest gear and just go. This one, it would make sense to shift as you're going, because otherwise you do kind of get tired because it takes like more energy to get yourself going. But if you do get tired, you do have the throttle here. So here I'm just throttling it. And you know, it goes 20 miles an hour on the throttle. Where am I going here? Oh, here it is. This square here, okay? Transit team. All right. I don't need to lock the bike up right here.
Who's that?
I got a delivery for Mitchell.
Mitch?
Mitch, yeah, Mitchell, it says.
Yeah, Mitch.
Mitch, yeah.
It's upstairs.
Huh? Oh, is it okay if I leave it over here somewhere?
Okay.
I just gotta take a picture of it. I could.
You say Mitch, right?
Mitchell, yeah. Yeah, Mitchell S. Is it okay I just leave it right here? Or? I'll let him know. All right. Thank you. All right, we got that one delivered. That's 4 deliveries. We've only been biking for, we've been biking for 38 minutes. But now I got nothing again. Like, I feel like North Loop is slower in the delivery game than around the university. Okay, well, yeah, so ride quality on this bike, really smooth. It feels good. I mean, and things are adjustable on this too. Using the BMX style handlebars, I think was a better idea too than whatever they had previously. Yeah, so, you got this really big, nice basket in the front. It can hold like a bag, delivery bag, no problem. Let's look at the handlebars here while we're here. It's got hydraulic disc brakes, throttle here on the left side, Shimano shifters. The display, very high quality here. It's got a whole bunch of stuff here, but it shows your pedal assist, your speed, your battery power, all that stuff. And it's got your lights and also controls like how you get the battery out and all that stuff. So you can do that with the app or on the display here. But that's why if you're riding this bike, you can't leave the battery in unless you set a password on the display, because otherwise someone could theoretically just take the battery out if they know how to. So you're gonna want to set a password so that no one can access it. And then one thing that this bike did not come with, no bell on this bike. So I added this Spur Cycle bell, which fit perfectly right over here. Spur Cycle makes the best bells. FYI, like, they're just perfect. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at here. BMX handlebar, very comfortable to ride. The grips are good. I might upgrade the grips because this bike is like pretty good. It might become one of my like top bikes. So maybe I'll upgrade to some ergon grips, but definitely not necessary. It's the bike as is very well built. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it for that. Now we're just waiting for some deliveries. Jeez, can't get anything. We've been out for a while now and haven't gotten any deliveries. We're in the middle of the lunch rush too, so I've always been of the opinion that delivering downtown and in North Loop is worse than delivering on the U of M. So I feel like this proves it again, that it's way better to deliver at the university than around here. Anyway, I think what we're gonna do is just kind of go over our final thoughts on this bike. I'm gonna have more update videos on this bike because I'm still learning more about this one, especially with the features of the app and everything. But right off the bat, who is this bike good for? For delivery, this bike is absolutely excellent. Very well made for a delivery bike with the ability to lock the bike with the app. That's just very useful to have. Plus it's got cargo space. If you wanted to have more cargo capacity, you could put the basket on the back instead of what I have, which is a seat. And then you've got yourself a excellent delivery bike. For transporting a passenger, if you have kids, I have gotten my oldest son around on this. He's 5 years old. He can ride in the back, no problem. If you have a younger kid or you're just not sure if they'll sit properly on the back there, you can also put a seat on the back, like a Thule seat or something. Lots of options to do that, but I'm cool with the way it's set up right now with my youngest son. And then, yeah, for someone who's looking for like their first bike, this is a very useful bike because compact cargo bike, it's very utilitarian because you can use it to carry cargo, you can use it to carry passengers, and this is not like a massively expensive bike either. So as a first bike, I could highly recommend this for most people because you're gonna probably get a good use out of it. And it can evolve with your needs. So, if you're using cargo, great. If you need it to carry someone, excellent. And if you just need to ride it, also a great way to do that. The features of the app are very useful to have. I still need to learn all the stuff with it because there's a lot going on with it. But so far, just being able to lock the bike out when I'm running into a store or something is so good and useful to have for me. Things you want to do, you definitely want to unlock the top speed using the Aventon app because otherwise it comes out of the box, it'll max out at 20 because it's class 2 bike. But if you unlock it, you can get up to like 24 or something for top speed. Remember that's a torque sensor, so you do have to pedal a little harder if you want to get yourself moving. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. In terms of riding no-handed, by the way, no wheel wobble at all. So geometrically, the bike is well designed. And for sure, you're gonna see me on this bike more in some future videos as well, because I'm gonna do more deliveries with this. I'm going to do updates and tell you how this bike performs, because I really enjoy this bike. It's a huge upgrade, I think, from the previous Aventon Abound. So as the second generation Aventon Abound series, great bike to have. I think it's a great bike for a do-it-all e-bike, and someone just looking for that first bike. This is a very non-threatening, useful bike to have. So yeah, anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you like what you see. Hit that like button. Always appreciate all your support for everyone who watches these, and I'll be back with more of these videos. But until next time, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everybody. And here we are. I got my Urban Arrow parked over here too.